What up, YouTube? It's your boy Kyle Kanash. We're going to talk about Mexico City, where NASCAR will head off to. Denny Hamlin, driver of the number 11 Toyota, might miss the race. We'll get to that in a moment. But Mexico City. This is actually not the first time NASCAR's run off to Mexico. The Cup Series, especially. I need to look at it again, but believe I think a long time ago, last time they went to Mexico. It's like 1940 something. Last time they've been to Mexico City. Why am I talking about this race? Why am I even talking about this race? Well, there's two reasons. One, home track to Mexico, home native Daniel Suarez. And this race is probably the most important race right now. Probably right. There's more of the road courses, but there's 4 or 5 drivers that are on the bubble. They're not in the playoffs right now. I'm going to show you guys the playoff standings. And I'm going to show you why they're important right now. Just 1 second. Also, thank you for the subs. Can you guys see my thing? Right. So we look at the cut line. Kyle Busch number 16, right here. That's gonna be important for him. Runs very well at road courses, and plus he's on the bubble. A win would probably change everything. But then we go to 19th, A.J. Allmendinger. Very well at road courses. He won the Charlotte Roval a few years back. But then we don't get to a very good driver all the way to 28th. Daniel Suarez. 28th. He cannot point his way in to the playoffs at this point. He cannot point his way in. Him and also SVG, Shane Van Gisbergen, number 33. Those two drivers right now are going to need a best finish or a win to get into the playoffs. A win, well, stage wins. If you guys don't know what stage R is, it's just my new NASCAR racer fans. Why is this important? Why is one win better than winning more? So, in NASCAR, let's say who's the last place position? What up? It's Cody Ware. Because these guys are part-time racers, so we don't count them. Cody Ware wins a race. Although he's last place in the standings, he will make the playoffs. Yeah, I don't even understand that rule, honestly. The rule is kind of dumb. Those are the 4 drivers I want everyone who's watching the race to pay attention to. The 4 drivers who are very well at road courses who are need a win to get it. Kyle Busch, he can probably point his way in. He's 16th, about 1 point above the cut line at he's tied for the last place behind Ryan Preece. Kyle Busch. I know I'm saying on the description talk about Denny Hamlin. I want to get to Kyle Busch real fast. Kyle Busch, one of the greatest racers probably all time. But then you look at his next gen stats, it's not been very well at all. Has not went well. I mean, look. Oh, before I continue, if you guys want to know what next gen means, it's the car they're racing in. They call it the next gen car for my new viewers. So, Kyle Busch, before last season, he went 20 straight years. It was whether 20 or 20 years without going winless. That's the most of all time. No one's ever done that. I believe he was tied with Dale Earnhardt Sr. for the most wins all time, with most wins in a season, or winning every year since his rookie season. And I'm gonna look at other real quick. Kyle Busch. So what am I talking about right now? Kyle Busch, I believe, is on a 72 race winless streak. Not been really well for him. Not at all. I'm gonna pull up his stats real fast. Before I continue. Just 1 second. Kyle Busch next gen stats. It says here, if you guys hold on. Let me compare Kyle Busch's stats from this for the next gen cars from the stats he has right. Let me just put it up or have it up right now. Here it says Kyle Busch's stats. We got him right up. Wins 35. And then the last car he had 35 career wins. He has 63 career wins, but those was different. The wins he had before were the cars before he was in the Gen 6. 35 wins right here. 4 wins in the next gen era. Races started. Well, we don't count that, but average finishes 12.0. That's 12. That was part one. That was very well. We look at the next gen stats. 14.53. Which one? Top 5 finishes. This is also a good comparison. 135 top 5s. Only 15 top 5 next gen cars. Also top 10. 197 versus 27, excuse me. Laps led 9,719 laps led versus the next gen car, which is 627. And Kyle Busch, let me also keep it up here. Let me also put something up too. Kyle Busch is that type of driver to run you over. He's also compared to Dale Earnhardt Sr., who was just like that. It's that's his comparison. Was also compared. Also, Kyle Busch, he's also getting older, 40s, something like that. I remember going back watching 2023 or 22, where he won those 3 races. Talladega, Gateway, Kansas that year, I believe. No, it's not Kansas. Where was it? Hold on. Let me look this up real fast. Kyle Busch wins in 2023. Yeah, 3. So look what the races were. Alright, so he won Auto Club. Won Auto Club, Talladega, and Gateway. Those were his 3 wins that year. And since that year, he has not won a race since. I can't pull all the blame. He also did say that he has not ran very well in the next gen. He hasn't really got in the groove in next gen. Either has the 2020 champion, Chase Elliott, very good road courses, has not done well. I mean, I can say that one, at least Kyle Larson, who's very well in next gen car, he's not that good either. I mean, he's very good looking stats. He has a lot of top 5, top 10s. Versus the 2020 season, or 2021, excuse me. That was the final year of the old car. He had 10 wins that year, including the championship. And there's where the problem starts. And Kyle Larson's win average since, well, from 10 wins from 4. Kyle Larson has always been that type of driver to go for it. He's not scared. Either is Kyle Busch. Kyle Larson and Kyle Busch also have a history of one of the great finishes of all time. I want to bring that up real fast. Because that was, I mean, this doesn't really important, but this is what I want to talk about. Because this was one of the greatest finishes I'll ever. After there's commercial, so I'll play this and I'm going to show it to you guys. We have the video up. So we bring it up for you guys. This is one of the great finishes, in my opinion. I'll show you a video before we get to Denny.
Will this outer lane
contact there again?
Why is missing the race? Probably gonna miss the race.
18's right in front
of Capital One.
Here comes the 18.
Like, I'm a Kyle Busch supporter.
Kyle Busch will win.
That was probably the second most dirtiest thing you probably ever. Now, away from the Kyle Busch situation, Denny Hamlin, a guy who's famous for saying I beat your favorite driver might miss Mexico City this coming weekend, but why? Denny Hamlin's on baby watch. He's the baby's been due 3 weeks from now. He said on his podcast, you can listen to Denny Hamlin. I forget what it's called actually. I'm sorry. I looked it up, put it in the description below after this is over. He's been due 2 weeks now, been on the baby watch. Ryan Truex. If you guys don't know who he is, he's from New Jersey. His brother Martin Truex Jr. used to race Cup racing, just retired last year. If Denny Hamlin is to miss the race, he will fill in for Denny Hamlin. Since Denny Hamlin, if Denny Hamlin does miss the race, he will get a playoff. He will get a permission to be in the playoffs. So let me explain this rule. Let's say, like last year, for instance, Kyle Larson went to race Indy 500, but it was rained, and then the race later, and then he had to come back to the Coca-Cola 600. But when he came back to the Coca-Cola 600, just Charlotte, we're saying Charlotte, they're racing already. He can come back mid-race, but it started downpouring, and then the race was official. They didn't let them finish the race. Let's say it's that situation. Kyle Larson would have not gotten the playoff guarantee. He would not be in the playoffs. Permission to be in the playoffs. Versus Denny Hamlin, where's the personal reason? That's why he'll be in the playoffs. No matter what. Well, plus he has 3 wins, which will help him. Thank you for watching the video, and like and subscribe for more content like this. Bam! Also watch NASCAR Prime on Sunday at 3 o'clock. Thank you.